Hello Standard 7 children, this is Rosalind Madam and today we'll be doing chapter 5 Industries. So children, in this chapter we are going to study about different types of industries and we'll also see the factors which affects the location of an industry, and then we'll also see the problems related to industries and how we can solve these problems. So let's start with the chapter. Our world is endowed with a variety of natural resources. Forest, agricultural products, and minerals are the important resources present on the Earth's surface. But all of these resources cannot be used in their raw form. We need to process them to make them more valuable. So, this act of processing of raw material into finished good is called secondary activity. See here definition. Secondary activities are those activities which convert primary products into more useful and valuable product, and all these secondary activities are related to manufacturing industries. Now what are industries? The term industry is used to describe the activities that are concerned with the processing, fabricating and manufacturing of primary products. Industries enhance the value of the raw material. For example, the value of cotton increases when it is processed into the textile. Textile means clothes. Now we'll see from where these industries started. See the third line. The Industrial Revolution initially took place in Great Britain in the 18th century. So this trend of setting up big industries started in 18th century in Great Britain. Then it gradually spread towards Western Europe. With the passage of time, the whole world was positively affected by the Industrial Revolution. So from Great Britain, these Industrial Revolution spread in rest of the Europe, and then from Europe it spread in every part of the world. But this revolution did not spread evenly everywhere. Some areas were overcrowded with the industries, but some areas did not have any industries. There are several factors that affects the development of industry in an area. So every place in the world does not have industries because there are certain factors which affects the location of the industries, which we'll see in the next part. Factors affecting the location of an industry. So here are the factors. First is raw material, power supply, labor, water supply, market, climate and capital. We'll see them in detail. First is raw material. An industry requires availability of raw material for its setup. So for setting up industry, first thing to be taken care of is the availability of raw material. Then power supply. Power supply is needed to process the raw material, and then it is also used for running machines. Third is labor. Adequate supply of cheap and skilled labor is required for industry, the people who work in industries. Next, power supply. Water supply. Water is used as a coolant in industry. It is another important requirement for industries. It is also used for washing purpose. Thus, industries are usually set up near the areas where there is an adequate supply of water. Next factor is market. Market is very important place to sell the processed product. Whatever is manufactured in the industries, they had to be sold, and for that market is required, and nearness to market is very important factor. Next is climate. Good climatic condition increase the efficiency of workers. In very hot climate or very cold climate, it is difficult for workers to do their work efficiently. So good climatic condition is also an important factor for location of industry. The last factor is capital. Industries need huge investment that means huge money for its running and expansion. The banks and the other financial services are found in cities, therefore most of the industries are located near the cities. Classification of industries. So here you can see the industries are classified on the basis of their size, raw material, ownership and nature of products. So here you can see the flow chart. First, on the basis of raw material, there are mineral based industry and agro based industry. On the basis of size, there are large scale industry, small scale industry and cottage industry. So let's see in detail. First, on the basis of raw material, mineral based industry. So the industries which use minerals as their raw material are called mineral based industries, like iron and steel, shipbuilding, locomotive industry, car industry. So these are mineral based industry. Then agro based industries, the industries which use agricultural products as their raw materials, like sugar industry, cotton industry or dairy products industry. Then on the basis of size, first is large scale industry. They are very big industries and they employ large number of people and they need huge capital investment, like iron and steel industry, cotton textile industry. Small scale industry, small scale industry which employ less number of workers and has capital investment of less than 20 lakh rupees, like silk weaving industry. Cottage industry. So cottage industry are very small scale industries and they are generally run by the artisan and their family members. And here you can see carpet, sari, decorative items are some of the important products of cottage industries. Now here is the list of major industries of the world. Some of the important industries are iron and steel industry, cotton textile industry, information technology, sugar industry, shipbuilding industry, fishing industry and automobile industry. Next, industrial pollution and prevention. The industries are the best indicators of overall growth of a country. So the number of industries in the country shows how developed it is. But at the same time, they have many drawbacks. The most important drawback is industrial pollution, or the pollution created by industries. Industrial pollution is the release of waste and pollutants generated by industrial activities into the environment, that is air, water, land, etc. Industrial pollution is responsible for the degradation of our environment. They are responsible for increasing carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. So this is the biggest problem with industries. Thus, it is very important to take some preventive steps to save our environment. In the next part, we'll see what steps can be taken to reduce industrial pollution. First, water should be recycled and reused to minimize its usage. Next, rainwater harvesting should be done to meet water requirements. Some industries like cotton textile, jute textile, they require lot of water. So rainwater harvesting is very important here to for the water requirement of industries. Next, some eco-friendly sources of energy should be used to reduce the smoke emission. So instead of using coal, solar energy or wind energy can be used in the industries. To control noise pollution, sound absorbing material should be used and industries should be located away from residential areas. Residential areas means where the people live. Industrial waste should be subjected to proper treatment before their discharge in open areas. And last one is Environment Protection Act should be strictly followed by the industries. So these are some of the laws the industries have to follow to keep pollution in check. Now children, we'll start with the question answer. First, very short answer type questions. What do you mean by the secondary activity? For this, come to page 54, second paragraph. Mark from here. Secondary activities are those activities which convert primary products into more useful and valuable products. Next, what does the term industry means? Same page 54, third paragraph. The term industry is used to describe the activities that are concerned with the processing, fabricating and manufacturing of primary products. Next, name the factors that affect the location of an industry. Page 55. You will only write the name. Factors affecting the location of industry: raw material, power supply, labor, water supply, market, climate and capital. Next, what is cottage industry? Come to page 56, last paragraph. Industries where skilled craftsmen and artisans work by hand in a specialized manner are termed as the cottage industry. These industries are run by artisans and their family members in their own house. Next, name one large-scale industry. Write this: iron and steel industry. Next, short answer type question. First, what was the impact of Industrial Revolution in the world? Come to page 54, last paragraph, third line. The Industrial Revolution initially took place in Great Britain in the 18th century. Then it gradually spread towards Western Europe. With the passage of time, the whole world was positively affected by the Industrial Revolution. Next, write a short note on the large-scale industries. Page 56, last paragraph. The industries which employ a large number of employees and has huge capital investment are called large-scale industries. Example: iron and steel industry, cotton or jute textile. Next, classify the industries with the help of a flow chart. For this answer, page 56, and you will be doing this flow chart in your copy. Classification of industries. Next, give a brief note on the industrial pollution. Page 57, second paragraph. Industrial pollution is a release of waste and pollutants generated by industrial activities into the environment, that is air, water, land, etc. Industrial pollution is responsible for the degradation of our environment. Most of the industries are located in cities. Why? Come to page 55, last paragraph. Industries need huge investment for its running and expansion. The bank and other financial services are found in cities for availability of capital at cheap rates of interest. Thus, industries are located near the cities. Long answer type question. Discuss the major industries of the world. Page 57. Major industries of the world. You will write about iron and steel industry, cotton textile industry, and shipbuilding industry. Information technology and shipbuilding, and for each industry you will write two lines. For iron and steel industry, it is the backbone of other industries. It is known as basic industry. It is mainly distributed in North America, Europe and Asia. Cotton textile industry, it is an agro-based and labor-intensive industry. India, China, USA, Pakistan, Egypt, etc. are the countries famous for cotton textile industries. Information technology, it is the fastest growing sector of the world. North America, Europe, Japan, China, etc. are the leading countries of IT industry. Sugar industry, sugar is used in every part of the world. Cuba, Brazil, India, Indonesia, USA, China, etc. are the countries used for countries known for sugar industry. Shipbuilding industry, it is an old industry. Japan, UK, USA, Germany, Sweden, Netherlands, Russia are the countries among the shipbuilding. Next, what preventive measures should be taken to control industrial pollution? Come to page 58. Start from the question. The preventive measures that should be taken to control industrial pollution are: first, this point you will write, rainwater harvesting should be done to meet water requirement. Second point, some eco-friendly sources of energy should be used to reduce the smoke emission. Third point, to control noise pollution, sound absorbing material should be used. Next, industries should be located away from residential areas. And last point, Environment Protection Act should be strictly followed by the industries. Next, discuss the major factors affecting the location of industry. Come to page 55. Factors affecting the location of industries. First point, raw material. An industry requires availability of raw material for its setup. Second point, power supply. Power supply is needed to process raw material. Third point, labor. Adequate supply of cheap and skilled labor is required for an industry. Water supply. Water is used as a coolant in industry. It is also used for washing purpose. Next, market. Market is a very important place to sell the processed products. Climate. Good climatic condition increase the efficiency of workers. And last, capital. Industries need huge investment for its running and expansion. This much for this answer. Next, distinguish between first mineral based industry and agro based industry. Come to page 56 and you will be making 2 points here. Mineral based, first point, the industries that use mineral ores as their raw material are known as mineral based industries. Second point, iron and steel, shipbuilding, etc. are the example of mineral based industries. Agro based industry, first point, the industry that is dependent on agricultural product as the raw material is called agro based industry. Second point, sugar industry, cotton textile, dairy product, leather industries, etc. are example of agro based industries. Next, large scale and small scale industry. Again come to page 56. You will be making points. Large scale industry, first column, last paragraph. First point, the industries that employ a large number of employees and has huge capital investment are called large scale industry. Second point, iron and steel industry, cotton or jute textile are examples of large scale industry. Now small scale, first point, small scale industries are those industries which employ a small number of laborers and has a capital investment of less than 20 lakh rupees. Second point, silk weaving is an example of small scale industry. Match the column. Iron and steel industry, mineral based industry, sugar industry, agro based industry, leather industry, small scale industry, Cuba, sugar bowl of the world, cotton textile industry, labor intensive industry. Next, true and false. Shipbuilding is an old industry. True. We should not recycle the waste. False. Industrial waste should be released in rivers. False. IT industries are called the basic industries. False. Then in revision assignment, most of the questions we have already written. Only question 3, differentiate between B, agro based and mineral based industry. So no need of writing these answers again. That's all for this chapter. Thank you.